Hey beautiful people, my name is Lillian. I talk about all things health, God, and hair. Today I feel that the Lord wanted me to talk about my testimony. He wanted me to share a testimony a day. And I don't know how long He wants me to do this for, and so this is just me trusting Him in obedience. And so today's testimony is actually going to be about obedience and how there was a time where, because of my obedience to God, He provided for me. And I believe that sometimes the very things that we're asking God for, we do not receive because we have not obeyed what He asked us to do. If we obey, His provision goes that way. And so here's a testimony displaying that. Testimony 1, day 1 of infinity, right? Infinity of testimonies. Let's hop into it. But there was a time in my life where the Lord was requiring that I post YouTube videos. That was His command for me. Post a video, post a video, post a video. At that time, it felt very uncomfortable for me to do something like that because I was in a crunch time situation. I had a $1,500 per month apartment, recently new car, grocery bills, gas bills. I had no job. And so the way that I was making money at the time was Ubering, making Uber Eats orders. And so I was at a point in my walk with the Lord where there's a two-way street. Either I go and make money and pay my bills, go the way that the world has told me to go in order to receive provision, or do I obey God and do what His word told me to do and trust and believe that He will provide for me. That was a very hard point in my life, right? Because I didn't have anybody to lean on. It was just me and God, and me trying to recognize if I was even hearing God correctly. And so I made the sacrifice. I went on a fast. I wrote down all the things He wanted me to say in the video. I studied, created the video, and I posted it on YouTube. After I posted it, I remember sitting on my bed, crying within myself, venting to God, talking to Him in my heart, letting Him know, like, I did what you told me to do. I chose to do it your way, and now I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to go make rent. I don't know if I have enough time to pay my electricity bill, which is due tomorrow. And on top of that, I ate my last can of beans yesterday. And in that moment, the Lord spoke to me and He said, I'm sending someone to serve you. He spoke to me through scripture. It was 1 Kings 17, where the Lord sends a widow to Elijah the prophet. He sets a woman in his path so that she may serve and help him on his way. And so the Lord said, I'm going to do that for you. And as He told me that, an old friend had texted me and she said, hey, how are you doing? And I text her back, in between my conversation with the Lord. I'm like, I'm doing good. How are you? And she's like, I'm doing good. Do you need anything? And in my head, I'm like, no, girl, I'm good. Whole time I'm on the floor, ain't got no type of mattress, don't have no food, need help to pay rent, all the things. And I text her back. I said, no, girl, I'm good. It's good to hear from you. And then she texts me back and she's like, no, do you need anything, monetarily? Do you need anything? And in that moment, I just knew that it was the Lord who sent her. She was the woman the Lord was talking about. And even at that point in the conversation, I was like, Lord, I'm not going to ask her for an amount. If I do ask her for something, it's going to be $10 because I know how to make it stretch. Long story short, she ends up sending what the Lord placed on her heart to send to me. I didn't ask her to send me a certain amount. I let her know what I was going through, and she sent the amount that the Lord placed on her heart to send me. The amount that she sent me not only covered my electricity bill, but it also got me groceries and gas so that I could go make rent, okay? And so what God taught me in that moment was there is provision in your obedience to God. Who knew me posting a video on YouTube, operating in God's obedience, would stir someone else up far away in another state to text my phone and say, here, I want to give to you monetarily. I sold in faith to God, trusting that He will take care of me if I obeyed Him. The Lord paid my bills through my obedience to Him. Operating obedience provides provision for you from God, but He's also teaching you the principle of sowing and reaping ultimately. I want this to encourage whoever's watching this to do the thing that God is telling you to do. It seems like the thing that He told you to do was completely out of the way of all the things that you asked Him for. But if you take that route, the way that He's telling you to go, that is going to put you on God's time, okay? In God's timing, things can come like that. When you walk in the way that the Lord is telling you to walk, you're always in Kairos time. You're always in now, right? Your blessings are always ready to be handed to you because you're walking in the way of the Lord, where the pastures are green, the water is flowing and still, and it's peaceful. But when you outside of God's will for your life, you get outside of that stream, that running water, and you try to go up a bank, up some grass, over some logs, through some frogs, okay, you toiling. Just get back into the stream, get back into the flow, do what he say, and watch all the things come to you. God took care of me, and God will do that for you too. Go do the thing that God told you to do. He knows what you need, and so he's going to send you the way to go get it. But that's all I have to say to y'all today. I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.